Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the WAIMM podcast, the Industry Professionals. My name is Lawrence Omari Mensah, Executive Secretary and the Chief Executive Officer of the WAIMM, the West African Institute of Mining, Metallurgy and Petroleum. The WAIMM podcast is your gateway to the future of West Africa's most critical industries. Here we look at the mining, metallurgy and petroleum. It is designed to engage with thought leaders, explore cutting-edge solutions and innovations, and also examine the policies and practices shaping sustainable growth across the West African sub-region and beyond. So tell you what, whether you are an industry professional, policymaker, investor, or student, this podcast offers insights designed to inform, inspire, and empower. I would want to thank you for joining us as we chart the course toward a resilient and prosperous industrial future for the West African sub-region. For over a decade now, the WAIMM has stood at the forefront of professional excellence, career advancement, and industry transformation. In fact, we've been at the forefront of professionalism, bringing professionalism to the doorstep. The WAIMM podcast embodies this legacy by serving as a strategic platform for knowledge transfer, professional development, and stakeholder engagement across West Africa's mining, metallurgy, and petroleum sectors. But indeed, the WAIMM is not merely an organization. We are a community, a movement committed to reshaping the landscape of industry professionals by cultivating exceptional talent, developing leaders and raising leaders, advancing technical expertise, and fostering collaborative networks that transcend borders. Our mission is clear: to empower industry professionals with knowledge, skills, and connections required to drive sustainable growth, innovation, and leadership in the region's most critical industries. Here we're talking about the natural resources industries. Through thought leadership, technical insights, and meaningful dialogue, this WAIMM podcast seeks to inspire excellence, strengthen professional communities, and chart a resilient future for West Africa's natural resources sectors. The extractive industries of West Africa, just like any other continent, stand at a critical inflection point. Climate change, technological disruptions, evolving regulatory frameworks, and the imperative for sustainable practices present unprecedented challenges to mining, metallurgy, and petroleum. These forces are reshaping operational models, redefining stakeholder expectations, and demanding new levels of accountability and innovation. And yet, these challenges create extraordinary opportunity for leadership, innovation, and transformation. The opportunity to harness advanced technologies, to pioneer sustainable solutions, and to cultivate leadership that drives meaningful transformation across the region. That's where the WAIMM comes in. The future of extractive industries will be defined not by obstacles, but by the professionals who rise to meet them with vision, expertise, and resilience. Indeed, the WAIMM podcast is here to ensure that West African industry professionals are not merely participants in this transformation. They are at the forefront of it. By providing a platform for knowledge exchange, thought leadership, and professional development, WAIMM empowers industry leaders to innovate, collaborate, and lead the charge toward a more sustainable, competitive, and prosperous future for West Africa. The WAIMM podcast is a strategic platform dedicated to amplifying the voices that matter most in West Africa's extractive industries. From distinguished industry pioneers and emerging leaders to technical experts, we bring forward the perspectives shaping the future of mining, metallurgy, and petroleum. The podcast series is structured in such a way that each episode explores cutting-edge developments across mining, engineering, geoscience, petroleum exploration and geoscience, metallurgical processing and engineering, health and safety, and environment stewardship, providing listeners with timely insights into technologies, practices, and policies driving transformation. But I tell you what, this podcast goes beyond technical discourse. It is also about the people, their careers, their challenges, and their opportunities. We examine what it takes to build a thriving professional journey, how to navigate industry disruption, and how to contribute meaningfully to the advancement of your field. So through thought leadership, knowledge exchange, and professional dialogue, the WAIMM podcast empowers our audience to stay informed, connected, and prepared to lead in an era of unprecedented change. What sets the WAIMM apart is the strength and depth of our professional community. At the core of our institute are specialized technical societies, each dedicated to advancing knowledge and practice within distinct disciplines of mining, metallurgy, and petroleum. These societies provide structured platforms for technical exchange, research dissemination, and professional collaboration and ethics. But beyond our technical specialization, WAIMM fosters intergenerational growth, and through our mentorship programs. This is a program that connects students and young professionals and early career geoscientists with seasoned industry veterans. This ensures the transfer of expertise, the cultivation of leadership, and the preparation of the next generation of industry professionals. And above all, WAIMM is driven by an uncompromising commitment to excellence. Indeed, every member is part of something larger than themselves. We are a collective movement to elevate professional standards, advance industry innovation, and contribute meaningfully to the sustainable growth of West Africa's extractive industries and natural resources. To this effect, the WAIMM podcast embodies this difference by amplifying the voice of our community, showcasing the expertise of our societies, and reinforcing the values of mentorship, networking, and excellence that define the WAIMM as a whole. Once again, my name is Lawrence Omari Mensah, the Executive Secretary and the CEO of the WAIMM at the West African Institute of Mining, Metallurgy and Petroleum. And I welcome you to the WAIMM podcast. This is going to be your trusted voice for professional excellence and industry leadership in West Africa. I take this opportunity to welcome you to an environment where the industry professionals are respected with value and their views are seen as contributing to the industry's development globally. Thank you very much.